Hi, this is David with entry number 441, coming at you here today in Gangneung City. I'm checking the time on the computer. It is currently 4:35 p.m., so early evening. And I decided to record. I told you last time, or a couple times ago, about my setup with the on the good camera, on the bigger camera. Right now I'm currently using my phone, if you haven't noticed. It is an interesting thing when you record yourself on your phone. You do this really it's almost a strangely natural thing of looking at yourself on the screen instead of the viewfinder. Now, for the last 10 seconds or so, I've been looking at the viewfinder, but I started out looking at myself, and it's a strange thing to kind of have that feel so natural, not looking at the viewfinder and choosing or wanting to look at yourself. It just feels very egotistical and selfish. Anyway, I talked about a couple times ago the camera setup I use for the big camera, and you can see it now. So there's the fridge. Let's see, fridge, microwave, box of tea. And then right there, you can't see it because it's too dark. Hold on, let me readjust the light. There it is. There it is. Hello. There's the camera. Tea box, microwave, refrigerator. And you can see my coffee stuff, my apples for the week, and all those delicious bags. Oh, that used to be full of delicious bags of coffee right there. Right there's my pea coat, my water purifier, my coffee pour over cone things, and a dirty pillow. So that's kind of how I roll in this very constricted space I live in. Over here, I think I've shown it a couple of times before, but that's my closet where I get to hang everything. With clothing, it's kind of a strange thing where you kind of have to balance how much stuff you fold versus how much stuff you hang. Like, ideally, I think I would hang very little and fold everything, because I think folding isn't better on the clothes. It doesn't cause like weird stretch marks and stuff. Because if you like hang knitwear or like delicate stuff, it can usually cause like permanent stretching on the piece. So today I've had a nice typical Sunday, which is to say an amazing Sunday. And I've really enjoyed kind of learning how to take my time on the weekends, because it's just a nice habit to fall into, being able to kind of relax. I know a lot of people, like my dad, for instance, who are just unable to kind of wind down and always have to have a kind of like project. I'm not saying that really as a negative thing, but it is just kind of something that some people can do naturally and some people just can't. And there's a comedian that I listen to his daily podcast called Adam Carolla, and he likes to describe it as a motor. Some people just have a motor in them, and I really feel like it's a really healthy, mentally and physically, it's a really healthy thing to be able to turn off, or at least turn down the motor on the weekend, or when times when it's not necessarily an agreeable thing to be all turned up. Right here, let me shift this light before I focus on it. I have well, you can't really see it very well, but that's my heavy winter coat. And in this box right here, that's my nice sweater. And I didn't say yesterday, but this sweater, I learned that in Korea, that sweater goes for like 575,000 won, which is like 550, 540 US dollars, which is insane. But this sweater, or this jacket, is from Japan, and it's made, here's the little card it came with, and it's in French, or something that resembles French, and it says genuine plume de Pyrénées. I'm not sure that's right, that pronunciation, but I know what it means. Plume is feather, and Pyrénées, or Pyrénées, or however you say it, is the Pyrenees Mountains, or the region. So these are feathers from the Pyrenees, and it's all duck. duck feathers, which is, I guess, good. I'm not exactly sure what's better besides duck or goose. I know goose is pretty famous, but duck, you know, I'm sure is just as good, if not better. And there's a lot of this little like English-ish kind of stuff. You can't see it very well, but it says that these ducks are from the same farm that makes foie gras, and foie gras is, of course, the infamous, the notorious French delicacy of goose and or duck liver that's been force-fed and cut out of the animal. And, you know, I don't really have a problem with foie gras production. It's just kind of the nature of the beast. I think the product speaks for itself, and foie gras is delicious. Veal is delicious. And basically almost everything that is kind of a French or European delicacy that's a little bit out of the norm, I think is well worth the ethical waters, cautionary waters that you have to tread through. Now, on the other hand, I think a lot of the Asian ones are not really worth kind of the work or like the amount of danger that's involved. Like for big example is shark's fin soup is not worth it because it's disgusting. It tastes like snot, like it has a texture of a snot, and or a loogie, and bird's nest, which is also Chinese, is also not worth it at all. It's like sweet and gross, but people seem to really like them, if nothing else for their price. Anyway, this was a really random rambling entry, but I think this is the kind of entry I really like to record because it kind of showcases the kind of strangeness that can happen in just a plain normal day. And plus this is going on for a bit long now, so I think I'll wrap it up here. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you in the morning tomorrow, and thanks for watching entry number 441, and I'll talk with you tomorrow. Bye.